Welcome back, everyone, to Minecraft. Big surprise there, I know. I'm sure a lot of you thought this was going to completely die. It's been 6 months since an SCDT update. 6 months. I haven't said the words SCDT aloud in 6 months. Kind of crazy, to be honest. I'm intrigued. To be fair, I probably said it in a video recently, but that's besides the point. Anyway, update video coming slightly later today. I haven't made a video in a good few weeks now, and there are certain reasons why, certain reasons that really aren't important, certain reasons that are just personal, and also just because I don't give a shit, but that's besides the point. Today, I'm showcasing you version 1.8 of SCDT. This is my custom default resource pack for Minecraft, just in case you guys forgot. It has been 6 months. This is a resource pack. Some of you may remember 1.11 got released recently. If you can see, if I open my F3 menu there, I had to remember which F3 that was. Then, like, Jesus, that's kind of weird, to be honest. Like, I was wondering whether it was F4, F2, or F3, and I was like, I think it's F3. Turns out it was. If you can see at the top left-hand corner of my screen now, you see Minecraft 1.11.2. This is Optifine kind of modded profile. The snapshots for 1.12 have actually come out, and I will be touching on those at the end. But for now, we're just going to be showcasing the things that got changed in 1.11, and also some of the things that I've chosen to change in between then and now, because I was wrong when I said that my texture pack was finished with. Last time, I said that I was pretty much done with textures. I thought, I've looked through every texture in the game, I've seen every single thing in survival, in creative. I don't really see where I can improve any further, so I might as well just leave it now, as opposed to trying to find things to improve, and then come back to it in the future and do like a full, change, as opposed to lots of little changes that are just going to be boring and no one's going to watch. So to start off with, we're going to start off with some things that were unique to the 1.11 update, starting with the shulker shell, and whatever the hell this is. This is an Apotropaic gem. I know, it's weird, it's very weird, but it does make sense, believe me. So first of all, we'll go over the shulker shell. In 1.11 it got changed so that when you killed a shulker, you had a chance of getting a shulker shell. I do believe it was 33% or 50%, something like that. You get a shulker shell, and then you can use them to make a shulker box. Like so. Bam, and there's a chest. It's like a chest. Personally, I think there should be a chest inside. I think the emptiness inside looks a bit stupid and unrealistic, but that's just me. I haven't really used them properly, so I can't really say anything. Anyway, the shulker box has not been changed, but the shulker shell item, the graphic I never really liked. I saw it when I first logged into the pack for 1.11.2, and the contrast was really bad. That sounds like a bad thing to say, and I'm getting very graphic designy here, but basically, the difference in texture between the external parts of the box, as in these purple, dark purple lines on the edges, and the internal pink parts of the box, they were too close in shade, and it just looked like a purpley pink blob. So what I've done is I've increased the contrast on the lines that outline the box, and as a result, it looks a lot more realistic, I guess you could say. It looks fuller and looks more like a box as opposed to a blob, because the shulker box is supposed to be quite a sturdy box, not a blob. It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, moving on to the Apotropaic gem, and some of you will have already seen this based on the item description shown below. The Minecraft Totem of Undying. Ooh, controversial new items. I don't like the Totem of Undying. I think it's a stupid addition to the game, but that's just me. However, there's always something you can do with a stupid addition to the game. The graphic for the Totem of Undying looked like a really, really shrunken down PNG image, and I was just like, what? Is Mojang getting really lazy? Jesus. So I decided to make my own. I decided to make an Apotropaic gem. If you guys know Greek mythology and Greek culture, you can do some Googling and find out some more about this, but basically I got my knowledge of this from Game of Thrones, and that's kind of a stupid thing, but there you go. In Game of Thrones, if any of you watched it, it's a very good show, by the way, do watch it. When a character gets killed and gets put into like a funeral situation, they always have these little blue and white gems over their eyes. Turns out there's some background to that. In Greek mythology, they would put these blue and white stones over people's eyes when they were going to die, and it would mean they were going to get to some better afterlife or something like that. I'm probably speaking out my arse right now, but that's roughly what I read online, so don't quote me on it, but it's semi-true, so so there you go. But basically these things are to do with death and going to the afterlife and stuff, and I thought, hey, the Totem of Undying is to do with not dying, hence undying. It also has a new sound, so I'll show you that as well. Game mode 0, here we go. So that was pretty cool. I'm not entirely sure how loud that was actually. I think that was quite quiet, so I might turn my sound up and do that again. Or actually, no. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the raw sound file over the video right now so you can hear it properly, because it's a really cool sound. It's about 4 different things layered on top of each other, so here we go. And there we go, the Apotropaic gem, a new item that's added into the game. I'm not sure why my sounds are so low. Let's have a look. Master volume's at 100%. Players... Is it players? I mean, in theory it would be players because it came from a player. I don't really know. Anyway, yes, here we go. The recurve bow. That's an interesting one. As you guys may know, in my pack I've always had a sound where the bow plays a traditional Minecraft sound. However, things like eggs and ender pearls and snowballs, which would usually use the same sound file, sound regular. Let me give a demonstration here. I demonstrated this in the last update, or one update prior. See, it's still... What is the sound? Master volume's on 100%. Is it players? No, it's not. Why is it so quiet? I'm going to just adjust some volumes. Hang on. Okay, everything's now on max volume and it's still only this loud. I don't even know. It's so quiet. I give up. Anyway, yeah, so bows and snowballs make different sounds. I'm a big fan of archery in real life, and in real life I like to use a recurve bow. So I've made the bow a recurve bow. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. I like it. So there you go. Recurve bow. Recurve bows are much cooler. More power. Easier to use. Look cooler. Just better. Anyway, updates to rails. In Minecraft 1.10.2, Mojang broke the rails. Essentially, for some reason, they changed the coding so that the slanted rail, the model file for it, it works differently. So originally, there was one type of slanted rail and another type of slanted rail. And then the game would rotate them around 180 degrees accordingly. And it was as simple as that. In 1.10.2, they changed it so that there was now 4 individual files, each for the models, and if they didn't have a file, they'd just default to the other one. So basically, beforehand, it would look like this. You see how this rail is pointing upwards like that? This rail would have also been pointing upwards like that, even though there's, like, you know, no block there. It didn't make any sense. Basically, they broke the textures, and I just had to go ahead and rotate everything around 180 degrees, and now it's all fixed. Everything's absolutely fine. I've tested this extensively. There are no faults. All of the rails work as intended, and I'm very, very pleased to say. Up next is the Observer, and oh my god, the Observer, where do I start? Mojang, seriously. Their graphic design team, I don't even know. I don't know if they've just all had a midlife crisis or they're just going massively downhill at the moment, but everything looks so bad at the moment. Like the totem, the shulker shell. The shulker shell wasn't even a bad graphic, it was just badly made. The contrast should have been much higher, but it just wasn't. This thing, though, ugh, it had a face. It had a face. Do you know what else has faces in terms of blocks? Lego Duplo. Lego freaking Duplo has faces. They tried to put a block with a face into Minecraft. No. It looks so stupid. So what I've changed it to is just something which looks very different. It's kind of like, I don't know, it looks like a receiver coil or something, like it's from, like it uses electricity or something like that. I don't really know. It doesn't make any sense. This block makes absolutely no sense, and really it shouldn't work, but, you know, it's in the game, so might as well make something of it. Essentially, the Observer, as you guys know, will put out a redstone pulse based on what, you know, happens in front of it. So if I put redstone dust there, you can see in the background the redstone dust pulsing like so. You can see it on the bottom left-hand corner of my screen right there as I stand in some bloody fire. There you go, see? Every time it detects an update to a block, it pulses. And this is basically Minecraft's attempt, or Mojang's attempt, of putting a bud switch, which is essentially just like something like this. Let me just demonstrate. Let's have a look. This is a bud switch, just to clarify. So if I update the block, it will pulse like that. That's like a classic bud switch. This is Mojang's attempt at putting that bud switch into a single block, making it much easier to use and making it really cool. And to be fair, it's a good idea, because people still use bud switches beforehand. This is just a much easier, much more compact way of doing it, and I do approve. However, the graphic was stupid, so I've changed it to simply be like, I don't know, like a camera or something, I don't know. This block uses a piece of quartz, so this quartz thing makes sense. It's, I don't know. I like the way it looks, okay? I like the way it looks. It doesn't need an explanation. Fire is more yellow. There we go. As some of you will know, my torches in this pack, and the furnaces, and you know everything that uses fire, so dungeon spawners even use the fire particle effects. Everything has this like nice, warm, orangey yellow glow. Turns out fire still looked orange, so I've made it yellow. So there we go. Fire's just been made a little bit more yellow in every way, and I think it looks much, much nicer, much warmer, much better in general. Up next, we have a new track from C418. There we go. It has a long intro. Okay. Some of you will already recognise this. C418 Stranger Think. Let's turn that up a bit. Anyway, that's enough of that, because I'm probably going to get some sort of copyright strike or something. Basically, C418 is a fan of Stranger Things and made an 8-bit remix of the intro, and it's amazing. Fits this game perfectly because it's so retro. And there we go, music disc C418 Stranger Think. Absolutely brilliant, I love it. Up next we have the sandstone carvings. Some of you may remember my sandstone carvings always look like this before, or always look like this before. I've decided to add even more complexity to it, make it even more interesting. 1 in 5 sandstone blocks will now look like this. The other 4 out of 5 will look like the default version of the sandstone block. I think it just makes up for some more random looking textures, and if you go into somewhere like, you know, what they call desert temples or whatever, in a desert with these markings, you will see these only occasionally, and it makes it much better. They like pop as opposed to looking completely chaotic, you know. So you'd think that they're being so random they look a bit stupid, but honestly they actually look quite good, and I quite like it. I think it's pretty cool. So yeah, there we go, another change to the pack. These blocks are now no longer consistent, they are instead random. 1 in 5 chance of finding a coloured version of the carved sandstone blocks. I think it looks cool. Cobblestone. Cobblestone is interesting. I do not like breaking the 16-bit texture rule, okay? I will break it occasionally. I'm trying to think of something I've broke it for, because unfortunately sometimes you have to break it. You just have to. I'm trying to think of something that I have broken it for. Oh, there've been blocks in the past that I go to like 512-bit just to have an item displayed on the side of it. But I think that's more modded texture I do that for. So yeah, vanilla Minecraft is mostly 16-bit. Cobblestone is now occasionally 32-bit. Cobblestone has 3 random textures that get chosen completely randomly. There's no 1 in 5 chance like the sandstone. They're just completely random. And as you can see, they have little bits like that, where you see where you would expect it to be a single pixel, it's been split into 4 sections, and it makes the whole look of Cobble look a lot more random and very cool, and I like it. And this one especially, look how chaotic it is. As you see, if you go along this line especially, look, you got a broken pixel there, broken pixel there, broken pixel there, broken pixel there, and there, and it's like, it looks really nice. I think it looks, Cobblestone looks very broken and very jagged, and this just contributes to that, and I think it looks really good. This right here, brand new wood added to the game. I invented a new tree, it's really cool. It's also just jungle wood. There you go, jungle wood always looked crap, so there we go. As you all know, jungle wood was always the pink wood that no one really ever used unless they were like building something specifically to make use of the jungle wood. I have made this orange. It's just as obnoxious in the fact that it's a really, really bright and kind of ugly colour, but I think orange is better than pink, because orange goes with more stuff than pink. Pink wood was just like useless. It was kind of useless, so there you go. All the stuff that's associated with jungle wood planks has been updated as well. You see, if I search for jungle wood, you see that the stairs, the jungle wood slabs, the fence, even the door, the boat even, they've all been changed to have the same colour, so the consistency is still as you'd expect. And as you can see, the boat in person as well, when the model's placed down in the world, no longer pink, it's instead a dull orange colour, just like the boats should be, with an orangey coloured wood. Last but not least, we have some mob changes. Let me show you these. Zombie. Thankfully that was a regular zombie. That's actually pretty cool. Regular zombie was what I needed to get first. You can see, however, that some zombies have a splatter of blood across their chest. Or nothing, once again. Or a hole through their body or something. It's pretty cool. This guy, if he moves into a good spot... Dude, can you turn around, please? Hello. Turn around. I need to demonstrate your... There we go, look at that. See, he literally has a hole that goes straight through his chest. I think it looks pretty cool. And occasionally... slash across his front. Occasionally you'll get a zombie with some blood on his mouth. Slash across his chest. This is very loud. I've been testing sounds. Hostile creatures, 40%. There we go. Occasionally you'll get... Oh, hello. Occasionally you'll get one with white eyes, which is like a Herobrine reference. But I can't seem to find one. There's a hole through his body again. Regular. It's quite rare, the Herobrine one, not gonna lie. He's like 1 in 20 chance, something like that. But you will see him occasionally. Not sure. Anyway, I'll leave you guys to discover that for yourself, because there is a Herobrine zombie. It looks pretty cool. Until now, I want to show you the last other change that I had mentioned to me, because this was something that a friend said, which I kind of, took into account and then changed it based on that. This right... Oh. That right there was a Vex. There he is, Mr. Vex. He's the thing that the Vindicators will spawn whenever they get like mad and see a player, basically. And these little guys are really annoying. They have tiny hitboxes, and they fly at you and get really annoyed, and they do as much damage as an Iron Sword hits for. So they're pretty annoying. They're really annoying guys. However, if I'm in game mode 0, like so, you'll see that when he charges at me, he goes completely red. If he actually... There you go, he goes completely red, like that. Previously, in this game, when the Vexes got angry and charged at you, they would like look all red and veiny. So they'd stay blue, but they get little veins all over them, little red veins, and yeah, ugh. It was a little bit weird, a little bit grim, and I think it was a bit disgusting. So I just decided to make them entirely red, as opposed to blue with little red veins, because I think it looks much better like that, as you can see. Blue, and then they get annoyed, and they go red. That was a good time. There you go, red. They go red, like that. There you go. Cute little guys, aren't they? Annoying, but they're adorable. Game mode 1, there we go. So yeah, a few changes to the pack, a few ideal changes, a few essential changes like we had over here. These needed to be done. And a few changes to blocks that I think just looked plain damn stupid. So, yeah. This video is also a way of me saying that Minecraft is now coming back to the channel. Not fully, maybe only temporarily. I'm not really playing much of it at the moment, to be honest. I'm kind of starting to get a bit bored of it, which pains me to say, but it's the truth, you know. It happens to everyone, I guess. I am starting to, you know, burn out Minecraft a bit, but what can you really do? But anyway, yeah, this is my favourite thing to do in this game, is editing textures, making new resources, and improving on the game's visual features myself. It's my favourite thing to do, it's my passion. You know, it's kind of what I like doing in life, is making things look pretty. So yeah, there we go. Version 1.8 of SCDT, I hope you enjoyed. We've got new items, fixed rails, new blocks, changes to blocks, and also some new mob textures. It's all looking pretty good, and hopefully they, you know, create 12 new blocks in the future that are all based on Minecraft's default colours, that all look completely and utterly ugly and need changing, and I can make an individual texture for each and every one of them. Thank God they made terracotta. They're so ugly, but I'm so glad, because gives me something to do, basically. So yeah, here's to Minecraft 1.12, and here's to terracotta blocks looking absolutely crap. I'm going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to do it well. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy version 1.8. Download is in the description as usual. You can go download it from my Dropbox or Mediafire or whatever I choose to upload it onto, and from there you can go and play with these textures for yourself. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and look forward to more SCDT versions in the future, because believe me, there will be some pretty soon. With how crap Mojang is at making textures, I'm guaranteed some work in the future. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Take care. I hope you enjoyed, and bye-bye.